everybody. It's Colin Terrio, and I'm here with you once again from Land of a Thousand Hills coffee shop here in Roswell, Georgia. But when we left off last time, I said we were going to talk about the apps that I was going to use to create these videos for my iPhone. So in order to discuss that purposefully, I put together some slides here to show what the criteria are for evaluating the apps that I'm going to use for making these videos and getting them to you guys. So obviously, first and foremost, we have to be able to shoot video. When it comes to the iPhone, the phone obviously has a built-in camera app, and that's pretty good, but I also looked at another one called Camera Genius, and we're going to talk about both of them here. First, the built-in camera application on the iPhone is pretty good. It's just really simple. It doesn't have a whole lot of options. As you can see here, this is pretty much the whole menu, and there's not a whole lot to it, but sometimes you don't really need a whole lot of options. Now, another app that I've tried is called Camera Genius. It's 99 cents. You can get it from the App Store. And as you can see here, it's got a lot more options in the menu than the built-in iPhone camera app. The problem I found with it is that it has a bug, and when you're recording video, after about 30 or 40 seconds, it dims the screen, which I imagine is supposed to be an energy-saving measure, but it's not really good when you're trying to shoot video. But they've told me it's a bug, and they say that they're working on it. So that's cool. I hope they fix it because I like this app a lot better. So Camera Genius is out for right now, and the built-in camera app is more than adequate for what I need to do, at least for the time being, but I hope they fix it. Hand in hand with shooting the video, we have editing the video. Now, there are several app options when it comes to editing video on the iPhone. I tried 3, and there are enough pros and cons and differences between them that I'm going to devote the whole next video to going into them in detail. But I tried Splice, which is free with ads, or you can upgrade and get rid of the ads for $1.99. iMovie, which is made by Apple, is $4.99, and Real Director, which is $1.99. Now, I used all 3. And I'm going to go into detail about the pros and cons of each in the next video. But I finally settled on using Real Director, which is what I've edited this video and the previous one on. Although I can see a reason to have all 3 in your arsenal as an iPhone video editor because they all have their pros and cons. Also, we needed to be able to do titles. Now, doing on-screen titles on the iPhone is a function of the video editing software, and you've seen the way Real Director does it earlier in this video with the little on-screen titles that I did before. But you can add them anywhere and move them around, as you can see here with my titles on top of titles. But we'll get into that in the next video when I talk more about the video editing software, because not all of the options can do titles. And the ones that do are, either limited or full-featured, and we'll get into that in more detail. And we wanted to be able to mix in and include cool music to set the mood. Now, as you should be able to hear from the music playing in the background here, it's actually quite easy to add music in using Real Director. You can get music from your iPod and iTunes library right on the iPhone. Some of the video editors allow you to import music directly in, and of course there are a lot of apps for recording and creating your own music, some of which I'm fiddling around with now, and if I decide to do so, there will be another video about that later on. In addition to doing the video, I also wanted to be able to create slides, with pictures and text and things. Now, when it comes to doing the slides on the iPhone, there's no PowerPoint-like application as far as I know. And since the video editors allow me to import images directly into them, what I decided to do was look for a photo editing or art software that would allow me to do images and text and draw freestyle. And I found a really good one in an app called Art Studio, and it's got a free version that you can upgrade to. I believe it's $1.99 for the full edition. And I have to say, after trying many drawing and photo editing apps on the phone, Art Studio really did turn out to be the best. In fact, it's even more like Photoshop on the desktop than the Photoshop app on the iPhone is. As you can see, it's got, the little toolbar here, and you can do really all kinds of neat things. It's got layers and transparencies, and you can put text in there, you can import photos, you can draw freehand with these tools. I really like this app, and I'll probably be using it for a lot of cool things. If you're wondering how I got the note cards that you see that I doodled on scanned into the phone, I actually have an app called Cam Scanner, and Cam Scanner is meant to scan in receipts and take pictures of marker boards and things like that when you're taking notes. But I found it worked really good for taking photos of the note cards, and it does a cool thing like, zooms them in, fills up the screen with them, ups the brightness and contrast so that they really pop. And that's how I got those in there. So even though that's not what that app is used for, you can use it for that if you want. And the app has a free version with ads, or you can upgrade if you dig it. In addition, you can also get images to use in those applications from your camera and your camera roll. And then also, I don't know if you knew this, but when you're browsing through Safari, you can hold down on images and save them to your camera roll. And you can import them that way. So that's the way I've been using Slides, and it works pretty good. And hand in hand with doing the slides, we have being able to do voiceover recordings so I can narrate on top of the slides. So voiceover recording is pretty easy. You can do it directly from the video editing applications, just like importing the music, and that's the way I'm doing it right now. I'm actually using the voiceover feature of Real Director to record this right now. But sometimes if you don't want to do it live, and because Real Director doesn't allow you to edit the sound clips, you might want something else. So I found an app called I Said What, and it's actually a full-featured recorder with all kind of controls that aren't built into the iPhone. And you can edit the audio clips and merge them together and do that kind of thing. So that's really cool if you want to do more professional-sounding audio recording. The problem with that is that the iPhone itself doesn't have an audio roll the same way that it has a camera roll. So you have to use the iPod library to store sounds. There's no way to save things to the iPod library from the phone itself. So using I Said What, you'll have to export the sound to a computer and then get it back onto the phone some kind of way if you want to use that option. And of course, when everything's all finished and all completed, we want it to be able to upload directly from the phone, from Wi-Fi or 3G. 3G can take a while, but be able to upload. So for the purposes of this video, I'm going to focus on YouTube because that's what I wanted to use. The iPhone itself has built-in uploaders to YouTube that you can use right from the camera roll. And they work pretty good. The problem is, even though the phone can film in a higher resolution, the iPhone's built-in uploader does not upload in a nice full resolution. So I found an app that you can use to do that. It's free. It's called 720tube, and it'll actually allow you to upload to YouTube in the full resolution so that you can have HD videos. So that's pretty cool. Another additional cool thing about 720tube is that it allows you to upload the video and keep it private, so that if you have any editing that you want to do to the the titles or the description or things like that, you can keep it private and then log in on a proper computer and take care of that stuff on a little bit of a bigger screen with a full-size keyboard if that's something you want to do. And I haven't found any of the other applications. Usually the editors can upload directly to YouTube too, but none of the other ones I've found will allow you to do it privately. So 720tube to me is a must. Also, there are options for uploading to Facebook. There's also a Vimeo app if you want to use other video sites. But right now I'm focusing on YouTube, so that's the one I know about. So that's the only one I'm going to comment on. And if you guys have any questions, ask them. And maybe I'll get into the Facebook and Vimeo stuff later. So that's it for this video. It's been my pleasure to share this information with you. If you have any questions or comments, I would love it if you would leave a comment either on the YouTube channel or on my blog where you're watching this video. So until next time, this is Colin Terrio, and I will see you around. Thanks for watching.